Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Mahakulash, and give double honors to our apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone, who continue to rule well by the Spirit, peace and blessing, Shalom, to the Most High, hopefully blessed, across the four corners of the earth. My brother Yahweh on the one from GMSC, back in one lesson. All right, now I just wanted to go into this wishy-washy ass demon. All right, Nero 2.0, right? Because he constantly goes back on his word, man, and just make it take a pharaoh. All right, when the Lord was constantly hardening his heart, man, because he saw the things that was happening under his kingdom. All right, he knew why it was happening. He knew it was happening because he had the children of Israel in captivity. All right, so his flesh is like, okay, get these people away from me, man. Okay, so I can stop these players from coming on my man. Okay, and on my people, on himself as well. All right, but the Lord kept putting on his mind to renege. Now I see the same thing happening in the spirit with DJ Trump, man. All right, and this dude is all over the place, man. Every time he makes a bold proclamation or threat, he ends up having to back off of it, man. Because first of all, we know that before World War III gets its pinnacle, all right, and destruction comes, the MOTB has to be implemented across the four corners of the earth. All right, mandatory, man. Okay, so yeah, we excited. We see what's going on. We wish he would just start shooting off missiles, piss off Iran. They would strike back. But we know there's things that have to play out first, man. Okay, so we sit back and we're watching the ones of the know. We're watching how Shai play with this devil's mind and other leaders of earth, man. Okay? Now, Trump, he's been making bold statements, man. Okay, if they don't open up the straight over moves, what he's gonna do. Okay, so I want to get to today because I knew after the spirit, I was like, he ain't about to bomb shit. Okay, he said he's gonna wipe out a whole civilization and won't be able to come back. No, bullshit. All right, the MOTB is not here, so I don't get to that point this year. All right, so I want to get into a little bit of this article and grab some scriptures, man. All right, just to correlate. All right, Pharaoh's heart being hardened. All right, with Trump. All right, being in office now he's going back and forth on his statements and his promises. Okay, and the things that he's stating he's going to do specifically are within this war with America and Israel versus Iran. Okay, but this is off of PBS.org. Just want to give a quick article. It says Trump pulls back on Iran threats after warning a civilization will die tonight if a deal isn't reached. And this is dated, updated on April 7th, which is today. All right, 7:10 p.m. It says Iran, the U.S. President Donald Trump said late Tuesday he's pulling back on his threats to attack Iranian bridges, power plants, and other civilian targets, which this is illegal for him to do. All right. There's global and international laws. All right, that or he is threatening to break once again. Okay, he's done it before. All right, but we know it's up to the Most High when these things are going to play out and how they're going to play out. Okay, it says subject to Iran agreeing to a 2-week ceasefire this shit's not gonna die down this time, man. Okay, Lord willing. All right, this thing's gonna continuously grow. The tensions are gonna continuously ramp up, and then all the other nations are gonna have no other choice but to get involved eventually, man. Okay, man. But right now, all right, the Most High is playing games with DJ Trump, man. All right, having him make statements. All right, and then he's gonna have to go back on it, man. Okay, I'm gonna read